The Kinks! Folks, I can't believe I have never done a dedicated video to one of my favorite bands of all time, the Kinks. I'm going to rectify that now, and I thought I'd do something a little different and fun with you today. And this is a Kinks book I got a while back. It's like a chronicle, kind of like the Beatles Chronicles. It chronicles everything they did throughout their career. So I figured I'd show you that real quick. Put that back here. What I'm going to do is to do a dedicated video rather than sit here and show you all my, I got that, here's their first one, here's their second one. I just go through all their albums. I got a couple lined up behind me, and I will show you a couple of my favorites. I'll show you the first ever Kinks album I got, and I'll show you one of my prized possession Kink albums. But I found a time capsule. I found this in my attic not too long ago in a box. I've moved a couple of times over the last, 40 plus years, whatever. And I found this big old brown bag. You can see on it says the Kinks in my old teenage writing, articles and stuff, etc., or whatever it says. Anyway, I found this and I said, oh my goodness, I haven't opened that in decades. So I took everything out of it. I took all the contents out, and I figured we'd open a Kinks time capsule together of this fan, Matt Street, from when I was a young boy. I loved the Kinks, and I got my first Kinks album was this one. I got it through one of those mail order companies. I don't know if it was Columbia House or RCA. You pay a penny, you get 10 albums, or whatever it was. I was just a young teenager, 12 or 13, heavily into the Beatles, as you know, my whole life, since I was a little boy in the 60s. But this was my first Kinks album. I still have it. Wanted to show it to you. And I've been a Kinks fan ever since. Love them. My prized Kinks album is this one. I got this when I was an older teenager. It's still in the shrink, and it's an original copy of You Really Got Me on Reprise, which was the American, I guess, release, first album of the Kinks in America. Still in the shrink, in pristine, minty, I like that word like other people do, minty condition. And on the Reprise, see that inner sleeve in great shape, and then here's the vinyl. So I just wanted to show you that one album, and then the first one I got, because this one is just one of my prized possessions of the Kinks. I don't know how difficult this would be to find now and in this condition and still in the shrink wrap, but I'm happy to have it. Okay. On to the time capsule. Let's get to it. So I haven't looked at this. I just dropped everything out on the table here quick, and I'll just go through it with you. This looks like a continuation of an article. Hope Ray doesn't try flying next. Shows Ray. Must be from Cream Magazine. Ray with Chrissie Hynde and Alice Cooper. Okay. Just going to show you what I have here, folks. A Cream article from September of '83 of their review of State of Confusion. Kind of neat to go through this stuff and just see what, a young teenager or a young person collects. Oh, here's that first part of that close-up article. The Kinks Give the People What They Want, Arista, produced by Ray Davies. It must have been an article reviewing Give the People What They Want. Another little spotlight on Give the People What They Want. Newspaper, December 19th of 1984. Dave Davies of the Kinks performs at the Providence Civic Center Saturday. Yeah, I saw them several times back in the day. Here's an image of Dave at the Providence, Rhode Island Civic Center with a little clip there. I saw them at the Providence Civic Center many times, so I must have saved that. I saved a Cream magazine with Ray on the cover. I saved a Musicians magazine with Ray on the cover. Again, I apologize if I'm going through it kind of quick. I just want to get through this little time capsule for you. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, what that is. Must be this is an article here. Starts Hit Parader Yearbook 1981, the Kinks One for the Road. That's page 1. It looks like it's a 3-pager. Another page of that. There's Dave. And page 3. The Kinks From Here to Eternity, Hit Parader, May of 1982. Geez, I should make a scrapbook for the Kinks like I did with my old Beatles stuff, huh? And there's another page of that Hit Parader thing. I must have just saved clippings. Here's a big, the good of the people is the chief law. Give the people what they want. Raymond Douglas Davies. I'm not sure what publication this is, but I must have taken out of a magazine, a big ad promo for Give the People What They Want. Another magazine, must have had the Kinks band for all time at their all-time peak. Give the people what they want, big promo. Okay. Another one of those articles where I took it out of the magazine. I'm not sure which magazine it is. If I know, I'll say it to you. The Kinks 17-year itch. Veterans back on top with something to sing about. Page 2. It was August 31st, 1983, Circus magazine. I was circling the best-selling albums. You had David Bowie, #1, Michael Jackson, Flashdance, Men at Work. But the Kinks' new entry was State of Confusion at #5. I was excited about it, so I circled it. You can freeze that if you want. There's also an ad for Loving John, The Untold Story by May Pang, happens to be next to that. It's kind of neat. Okay, big article in Rolling Stone. The Kinks, the once and future Kinks. Yeah, let's see. Page 2, Ray. Page 3 has Dave on the back here. Okay. Again, this was all folded up in that big envelope, folks. I haven't looked at it in many years. Oh, there must be another page from that, the Kinks advertising Give the People What They Want. It says, quite simply, the rock album of 1981. And I'll show you. You can see all the different people that praise it. Okay. Billboard Rock Albums Top Tracks. The Kinks, #5. Give the People What They Want. Top Tracks. The Kinks Destroyer and Better Things. Hopefully you get a kick out of seeing that. I highlighted the Kinks. Okay. Billboard magazine. Let's see. The Kinks' highest chart single since Lola went top 10 in October 1970. Number 28 in climbing was Come Dancing in Billboard in 1983. And Come Dancing ended up doing much better than this, but you can see it down there. Okay, Billboard Hot 100. It was at the time like number 28, but it was moving up with a bullet, and I think it eventually got up quite high. Modern Recording and Music, Ray on the cover, magazine. The Kinks Family Affair, Hit Parader, July of '83. I'll try to speed it up a little bit, folks, if I can. I must have subscribed to something called the Current Chronicle. Oh no, I just stuffed it. Yeah, I probably did, but then I just stuffed some things in here. Dave Davies. Oh yeah, I did. The Current Chronicle, August of '82. So they had a little fanzine. It looks like I have at least one copy of it here. News about the band. Kinks discography, lyrics to Destroyer. The Current Chronicle. This was volume 1. I don't know if it folded after this or if I have any more. But I did get their faux signatures on this nice glossy 8x10. give the people what they want. You can see they're not their real signatures, but they're there. So I must have ordered this Current Chronicle, and I don't know if I have any other editions. I don't see any here, but I have that first one. And real quick, the Kinks Saturday 1984 review of their Providence Civic Center show, or advertising they were coming. Picture of Ray. Providence Journal Bulletin Weekend Edition. And I'm assuming there's something in here about the Kinks. If you give me a... Oh yeah, the Kinks Capture Fire and Spirit. And then quick, big weekend edition. Yeah, page 2. Yes, the Kinks are still around. Alright, so that's an oldie. This goes back to, as I say, June of 78. That was the first time I saw the Kinks at the Providence Civic Center in 1978. The Kinks just keep getting better from 1983. Magazine cream with Ray on the cover. Magazine cream with Ray's down the bottom here. Okay. Let's see. Looks like I got some stuff additionally from the Current Chronicle. I got September 83 number 3 edition of the Current Chronicle. Has all kinds of good stuff in it and stuff about the band. And they sent me a little sticker which I've never used. Kinks State of Confusion, like a little bumper sticker. Kind of neat. With the envelope. Almost there, folks, promise. Kinks Fractured Chronicles, Circus of 1984, Circus Magazine. There's Ray. Career retrospective, the Kinks on a Dave Davies interview in this edition of Cream. Right there. Man. Stuff here. Tour program from their 1981 tour. 81 tour. I know, I'm trying to go as quick as I can, folks. So much cool stuff to show you, though, in this little time capsule of the Kinks. This was the Give the People What They Want tour, which is a great album, by the way. I love that album. I love the early Kinks, obviously, from the 60s and then coming into the 70s. When they made that big resurgence with the low-budget album, and beyond that, you know, with, well, Sleepwalker, Misfits, then Low Budget, and then Give the People What They Want, and State of Confusion, Word of Mouth, all that run of 6 or 7 albums or so on Arista were just fabulous, you know, and they really brought them back, in my opinion. All right, so that's a tour book. Oh, goodness. More Kinks stuff. Advertisements of them coming. I mean, all kinds of the Current. I mean, I've got all kinds of stuff here. You know, Kinks stuff. Just, but I don't want to keep this too long on you, folks. I apologize. Oh, this was nice. I got another edition of the Current Chronicle here, number 2. So I've shown you 3 I did have. Here's number 2, the Current Chronicle, official. And they gave me a nice Give the People What They Want sticker with that edition. So that's cool. And last but not least, I got a couple things in here. Oh my goodness. I got some Kink buttons. See that okay? There's a nice one. There's one more. Union Jack. Oh, for some reason I got a WAAF button. Big rock station up here when I was young. And What else I got here? Kinks sold out. Sold out, baby. That's when they were in upstate New York. The Kinks, this is the first time I saw them at the Providence Civic Center. Another time they were local. I'm just taking these all out of the paper. Kinks tickets selling like hotcakes. And another one here. Kinks as good as ever. Their new songs are even better. And that's pretty much it. It looks like an order form. I was ordering a shirt. And then I have one more good condition copy of that same tour book from '81. For some reason I have two of those. Ray Davies article there. Well-respected men, the Kinks. Well, I gotta make a scrapbook, huh? Big article, the Kinks conk out, whatever that means. I'll have to read it. Accent section of the paper. Big, look at that big spread in the paper of the Kinks. All right, that's it, folks. So, the Kinks. All right, that's my little Kinks tribute. We opened a time capsule together. Hope you enjoyed it. I don't want this to go too long, so bless you all. Talk about the Kinks a little bit. What do you think of them? I love them. One of my favorites of all time. Bless you all. Bye-bye.